What's up, guys? Jordan Patton here with a brand new NASCAR discussion. I'm a little late. I have been working busy at work, so working a lot of overtime at work, so I haven't had a lot of time to do this. So I did get to do the week before last now. I didn't get to do the Richmond rundown. So basically, we're not going to get into that too much other than let's just talk about my boy Dale Jr. Comes back and leads, I think he led 96 laps, led the most laps. Almost won, just didn't have the car at the end. That last caution really screwed him up. And of course, Christopher Bell won. And Dale Jr. didn't want to interfere with any of the Xfinity's playoff drivers, so he kind of let them do their own thing. But it still finished fourth. I was glad to see him back behind the wheel. It was definitely good. The Cup race, Kyle Busch, whatever. Kind of figured that was going to happen. So, let's talk about the Roval, because there is a lot to talk about there. So, when I first saw the Roval, first of all, hold on. Let's go back. We got some, I'm still new at this, so bear with me again. So, let's go ahead and hit some points that have happened the last couple weeks. So, first of all, we got Ryan Newman going to the 6. We have Daniel Hemrick going to be driving the 31, which I'm excited about. Noah Gragson driving the number 1 for Junior Motorsports, which I'm not the biggest Noah Gragson fan, but whatever. Let's see, what else? I feel like I'm missing something. Of course, I think I can talk about Ryan Newman going to the 6. He's probably not going to do any better. It's pretty much going to maybe a slightly worse team, honestly. So, whatever. It's going to be cool to see him back behind the wheel of a Ford, which is what he started his career in. Hasn't been in one since 2002. Hemrick in the 31, I'm obviously stoked about. I think he's going to have a lot of pressure on him, though, because I think if he does well, because I think he's definitely has the most talent between him and out of all the RCR drivers, even including the Xfinity drivers, I think he definitely has the most talent. So I'm not expecting too much next year for him. I think he'll be a strong Rookie of the Year candidate, but we'll have to see. But that's awesome news. I'm excited that that's happening. Let's see. So, let's talk about the Roval real quick. That was fun to watch. The Xfinity race wasn't as fun to watch, but it was really cool to see Chase Briscoe win. Isn't Briscoe? I mean, I know everybody who's drove the 60 this year has had a lot of bad luck. So it was good to see him get in the 98 and win, because I think he was the one that wrecked at Darlington, and it almost made me really sad, because I've never seen that. I've never seen a car or a team just wreck every week. That's, well, in a long time. Steve Park used to do it, and so did Jeff Green, but we're not going to get into that. But it was cool to see him win. I was really upset Daniel Hemrick cut the turn short, and had to go to the back. I think he managed to finish in the top 10, so that was a good recovery by him. I think he really wanted to win that race. I think he is from Kannapolis, so that's pretty much his home race. I was upset that he didn't get to win, but cool to see Briscoe win. The Cup race was, when I first saw the Roval, I thought this is going to be so dumb. And then when I was watching it in practice, I was like, this is going to be so dumb. There's going to be so many wrecks. And there was, but I was expecting a lot more of the hitting the barrier in the straightaway little boot turn, whatever you want to call that. I didn't get to see all of it, but I did get to see the final laps of the race. And of course, we're going to have to talk about the finish. So, if you want to, you can go ahead and you can argue this down in the comments. Should Jimmy Johnson have held back and not gave it his all and finished second, made the chase, or should he did he do the right thing? I personally think you're a race car driver. You're not there to finish second. I gained a lot of respect for Jimmy Johnson. I did. Like, I've obviously have a lot of respect. 7-time champion. I don't care what people say, no matter what the points standings are. The fact that he still won 7 championships is still impressive. I was excited. I was cheering for him. I was cheering for Jimmy Johnson. I can't remember the last time I've cheered for Jimmy Johnson. Probably when he was a rookie, to be honest with you. But I was excited for him, and he made Truex choke. Yeah, all you Truex fans, like, Truex choked. Like, that was what that was. If he had been Truex, I feel like he did, because once Jimmy made him move up in that final, the normal turn 4 or whatever, you know, I was like, he had him. I knew I could have swore he was going to get him, and then he locked the brakes, and I was like, because let me tell you something about Mark Truex Jr. I like him, but he's kind of, I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. I'd rather have seen Jimmy Johnson win. I don't know. Mark Truex is, I don't know. I don't dislike Martin, but I would definitely wanted Jimmy to win. And then he spun out. I was just sitting there like this. Spun out, hit Truex, and I was like, oh my goodness. For a second, I thought Jimmy was still going to win. But I didn't realize it at the time, but he stopped to cut the track. And then I realized who was in third, and I lost my crap. I was like, oh, Blaney! So I was very glad to see Ryan Blaney get the win. He won one of the stages. So I was pumped to see Ryan Blaney get back in victory. And I always seen Chase there this year. I was glad to see Ryan. He had a lot of hype going into the season, getting in the 12 car. But I think, you know, this is good for him. I was glad to see him get in there. And probably one of the better looking paint schemes of the season. One of the 50-50. I can't wait to get that diecast. Can't wait to do that review. But already put him in a pre-order for the race win. But, man, that was fun. It was cool. Gotta say, Ryan Blaney, I don't care what you say, he's a classy guy, giving the checker flag to a little kid who was wearing a Kyle Busch shirt. So, maybe that fan will convert. That little kid will convert. But that's pretty cool. And I was glad to see him win. I think Chase, I was really hoping would win, but his car just wasn't there in the final run. It probably would have been a lot different if that wreck hadn't happened. I think it would have been between Truex and Keselowski, which I was watching some of the highlights of that. And I love how those two race. I've gained a lot of respect for Keselowski over the last few months, actually, because I don't know. I just have. I don't know. I'm starting to get respect for certain drivers and losing respect for others. But I definitely like watching him and Kyle race. And then let's talk about Kyle Larson's hustle. So, you know, he didn't think he was going to make the chase. He thought it was over. And then Hemrick spins out Jeffrey Earnhardt, and they're telling him, go, go, go down the backstretch. And that dude hustles it, hits the wall, makes the turn, and then hits the wall again and just barely makes it in. But yeah, it sucks for Jimmy. I kind of hate that he doesn't make it on. I am kind of glad to see Eric Almirola make it. Kyle, I'm glad. Who else was tied? Anybody? Talking to myself. Yeah, I think it was just Larson and Almirola that made it. It was a 3-0 tie between him, Johnson, and Larson. But yeah, it was cool to see. Definitely like the Roval. They need to slow their roll, because I've seen where they're talking about doing more Rovals. I'm just like, no, let's just keep it at this one. This one did good. Let's not overdo it. But definitely a cool race. I wasn't too thrilled with it at first. I thought it's kind of dumb. And I don't like the word Roval. That just gets on my nerves. But I don't mind it as much that the track actually worked out. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So I still need some help, guys. I've got over 150 followers. I need to know what you want me to do special. Do you want another tour of the room? Do you want a specific diecast looked at? Just shoot in the comments. Feel free. I will try to get back to you. I always do try to at least leave a like on the comments. I'm not getting flooded with comments, but I enjoy interacting with you. So yeah, just let me know. Give me something that I can do for a special. because I am pretty impressed that I've got the 150. I think I'm 154 today as we're recording this video, so that's pretty awesome. But yeah, guys, just drop some comments and like seriously, I want to know like how do you feel about Jimmy Johnson going for the win instead of going for the second place? I mean, let's be honest. He's what, a 50-something race winless streak. Is probably the worst season of his career. His last season with Lowe's, yeah, he did what I would expect a driver to do. So can't be too mad at him, in my opinion. But go ahead, let's have a discussion. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was better than my first discussion video. Again, I've been really busy, so I was really wanting to get this out last week and talk about Richmond, but I've had to work Saturdays, so been busy. But I'm gonna try. I've enjoyed this. I like talking NASCAR. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So if you have anything you'd like to say, just leave some comments. Drop a like. That would be great. But thanks for watching. I hope you did enjoy it. Have a great day or night wherever you may be, and we will see you on the next one. Peace out, guys.